You don't know your danger, Theoden, interrupted Gandalf. These hobbits will sit on the edge of ruin and discuss the pleasures of the table, or the small doings of their fathers, grandfathers, and great-grandfathers, and remoter cousins to the 9th degree, if you encourage them with undue patience.
Tariffs, 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 tariffs. So what is going on? Tariffs get put on, tariffs get taken away. The messaging behind the tariff idea is that it's going to bring good jobs back. It's going to bring manufacturing back. Specifically, it's going to bring manufacturing back. If you pay attention, they're being quite careful. The AI generated video from China showing fat, unhealthy American people working in sweatshops, making shoes or whatever. That's not what's on the menu. Neither is bringing back like car manufacturing. Neither is bringing back phone manufacturing. The Foxconn buildings with their safety nets for the people that commit suicide by jumping out of the building, so that security guards can run them straight back up to their workbench. That's not going to America. Manufacturing might well be coming back, but what it seems to me personally is that the robots are ready. They've got robots sophisticated enough to do the work that they've needed the Asians to do since the 90s, when they moved everything over to Asia, and now they're putting tariffs on places like Cambodia, which makes no sense at all. They're putting tariffs on without having built the factories, without retraining the people, without these people. They're not going to go and do that work. There's so few of us that would be capable of going into a factory and doing an 8-hour day and then doing 2 hours overtime. And like, I would do it if I had to, but the wages would have to be significantly higher than they are even now in Western countries, because working as a builder, I earn 3 times the minimum wage on an hourly rate, which means that I can have minimum wage and work less and plant these beautiful apple trees instead of working for money. But if you're not living on the edge of ruin like I am, you're stuck in a system that is making you think that the good old days of the 70s and the 60s and the 50s are coming back, and everybody's going to be a nurse and a doctor and a car worker, and there's going to be Detroit full of car factories and fairly affluent black people with afros and disco music, and that's not what's happening. What's happening is there's going to be fully automated factories brought back onto the American soil, brought back into all of the imperial or post-imperial countries, and stuff's going to be made by robots. But it's not going to be Star Trek, where the wealth gets distributed and everybody's living in a nice egalitarian self-development, communal development, space exploration, consciousness exploration kind of society. No, it's going to be like a lot of people are going to die, or there's going to have to be a revolution where the people reclaim ownership over the robots, but that's going to be difficult because I reckon the robots will be dual purpose. We are literally just about to have the rich going to build themselves an army of robots, and they're going to use them for manufacturing, and if we say anything about it, they'll use them against us. Seems pretty obvious to me. It's pretty sad. It's pretty dark, but it seems, if you look at it that way, all of the nonsense, all of the posturing, all of the art of the deal from that wanker Trump that suddenly makes sense is just to crash the economy, get everything relocalized, and in America in particular, a robot workforce, a totally capitalist workforce, because once you've bought the machine, you don't need to pay it. Just need to pay a few people to fix the robots, clean out the cum grates of the sex robots, to quote Frankie Boyle. That's the only job's going to be left for people, cleaning out the cum grates of the sex robots. Have a nice day.